Hi, everyone. Welcome to sixth grade language arts with Mrs. Montgomery and Mrs. Gutierrez. And this is Mrs. Gutierrez telling you about your assignment titled Leaning In, Leaning Out. And it's a mindset assignment talking about positive mindset and growth mindset. Earlier, you had read the book Ish by Peter Reynolds, and that was about a character named Ramon who really was leaning into learning how to draw. He loved to draw so much until his brother Leon started laughing at his drawings, and that caused Ramon to lean out from art and drawing. Later on, his sister Marisol had been collecting his crumpled up papers and creating a paper gallery, art gallery in her room of Ramon's drawings. When he saw that Marisol appreciated his drawings and loved them, that helped him to lean back in when she explained to them that they did not need to be perfect. They could be ish. And what a great book to represent leaning in and leaning out and growth mindset. So today, your assignment will be identifying character examples of leaning in and leaning out mindset to your independent reading book. You all have been reading some really great books, I hope. And within your books, you should be able to find some examples of characters that were leaning in or leaning out to something. So here's your assignment. As you are reading, you will be looking for an example of a character's posture or mindset. So you're going to explain what is happening in the story, what the character is doing. So identify the mindset. Like Ramon is leaning out from drawing because his brother Leon laughed at him and caused him to lose self-confidence. Tell how this mindset affects the character or story and helps your understanding of the story. So I might say that Leon's laughter affected Ramon's mindset, made him question his abilities and his confidence, which caused him to lean out from drawing and put the pen down and stop drawing and not thinking that his drawings were good enough. For a while, he kept drawing, and then he noticed they weren't good enough and discarded them. And then you could cite evidence from the text, which is actual words from the text. So here's an example. This will be in grid form. So you will write down the page number that you found it, the posture, leaning in or leaning out. And instead of just saying leaning in or leaning out, you need to say, like, Ramon is leaning into drawing, or Ramon is leaning out from getting better at drawing. And then cite text evidence. That's the words in the text that actually told you that. And when you write text evidence, you put quotation marks. And then the most important part is, what is this posture, and cite and stopping to pause and thinking about this character's posture. What does it help you to understand about that character, or maybe what will happen in the story next, or what is going on in the moment in that story? So here's an example. This is on page 214 from The Tale of Despereaux. The king is leaning out from listening to logic because his precious daughter is missing, and he had already lost his wife, the queen. I'm telling you the truth. That's the text evidence, said Despereaux. I promise. But the king would not listen. He sat with his hands over his ears. He hummed loudly. Big fat tears rolled down his face and fell to the floor. That all is text evidence. And this helps me to understand that the king is full of sadness and how he loves his daughter with all his heart, so he does not want to lose her along with the queen. So I could probably explain that a little more and talk about maybe how this sadness and not listening to others might affect his decisions later on. So you will be scored on a rubric. A 3 means you met standard. You have identified the character's posture. You have provided text evidence to support, and you explained how identifying posture strengthens your understanding of the text. So those 3 items are what you're going to need to put in. If you have 2 of those items, you'll get a 2. And if you did not do all 3, or you did little or no work, that is a 1. And I look forward to seeing your responses. You will be writing your responses. The directions will be right after this, and you will do an assignment in Google Docs. Thank you.